Seniors coming up next. Superheat 1 heading out onto the circuit in a few moments' time. And can confirm a few drivers in this with some drama. We're not going to be seeing a couple of drivers in this one. And we've got a few new tyres on board on this one, but we'll go over that as and when we get to it. But this one will have Thomas Brodier on the front row of the grid for the first time this season. On pole position for Superheat 1 in 2025 of the Champions of the Future. Let's quickly fire you through that full starting lineup. It is Thomas Brodier and Roman Kamyab on row number 1, Thibaut Ramekers and Daniel Kelleher on row 2. Noah Wolf and Joe Turney go from row number 3. They'll have Emilio Covisto and Marco Gast on row number 4. Boris Leisen and Oliver Kinmark on row 5. They'll have Vladimir Vanikov and Christian Kostoya coming championship leader into this weekend, starting all the way in P12. Toby Gale and Gino Rocchi on row number 7. They'll have Jari Pokala and Jacob Mikolev, who's gone for a brand new set of tyres on the left-hand side. Elliot Kaczynski and Clark Kowalczyk lock out row number 9. They'll have Bolowet and Sebastian Mins on row 10. Row 11, we'll see Aston Sharp and Zach Green. Sharp with also a brand new set on the left-hand side. Victor Gustafsson and Ella Hakkinen go from row number 12. They'll have Scott Marsh and Clovis Nougarade on row 13. Paul Andriotis will be all on his own on row number 14 as Chiara Batig not going out in this Superheat, which is very unfortunate. She will not make the final. Row 15 will be Vengar Clementon and Maria Neto. Row 16 will only see Jagrat Tkoja. Vanessa Shilkaneto of Lithuania also will not make the final. She is not on the grid for this race. Radek Vavra and Antonio Macedo go from row 17 with Francois Cadal and Stilianos Kolovos, who ran out the 36 drivers who made it in to the first round of the Superheats for a fair few drivers this weekend. Unfortunately, they did not make it through into this one. Unfortunately, Sana Z, Mats van Ruin, Marcus Juncher, Carl Luthard, Leif Manimna, unfortunately not making it. Narwin Natipaton not making it. Sadamat Soy, Lewis Francis, of course, with the injury he picked up, not being able to make it. Matis Almer, Daniel Picorni and Sedimine, unfortunately, all not making it to the end of their weekend. For the top 72, though, they have got a chance here. But remember, anyone who is just on that cutoff from about row 9, Clara Kowalczyk and Elliot Kaczynski, they are right on the cusp of this one, and their fight is necessary to push forward. For Aston Sharp, who's 21st, he is outside the cutoff here, but he has got those brand new tyres on board. He needs a good result for this one. Are we racing? Yes, we are. It's a good start for the field as they go through. Watch out for Kamyab round the outside. Can he take the lead round the long way round here? They are 2-3 wide as down the inside as Wolf goes round, and a huge pile up. And my goodness me, the track is completely blocked, and that could spell disaster for this field. It could spell disaster. I've got to think they've got to do something about that one. There's only a handful of marshals there, a lot of damaged carts. I can see out of my commentary box window they're trying to get it going. The race is still going right now, and it is still the likes of Thomas Brodier in the lead of this one. But it is still local yellows, but the track's completely blocked, and the field are heading there very, very soon. And now I think slow procedure has come out. I think they're going to try and slow them down before they get in towards turn number 1. They are, and they do slow down. And that is a big one because, yeah, multiple carts off there, Andrew, at turn number 3. And can you riddle them off for us?
Oh, I can indeed. There's going to be quite a few drivers whose weekends are over with this not circulating. Toby Gale, Joel Pokala, Elliot Kaczynski, Aston Sharp is out of this one. Zach Green, Victor Gustafsson, Ella Hakkinen, Scott Marsh. We go on. Paul Andriotis, Radek Vavra and Francois Cadal. That is a lot of drivers in that lower third of the grid. That is it. They are out of the weekend. There is Paul Andriotis' 3:06. Some of them have got going again in terms of their one allowed restart. There is the 2:64 on your screens. That's Vladimir Ivanikov out of this race. Now, Ivanikov should be okay to make it through. Yeah, started at 11th, so that'll be all right. He's got enough buffer, and of course, there's not going to be many drivers doing the hero drive through the order now because so many of them in the second half of the field outside of the top 36 overnight are gone and not circulating. Now let's have a look at what triggered this. So Wolf goes round. There's another spinner in the midfield, and then everybody else has nowhere to go. Someone lost a piece of bodywork as well in all of that. Wolf turned round again. This is the reverse angle of it, and there you see there's just nowhere to go for all of them. That's a real shame.
Yeah, that is a big, big shame indeed. It does narrow there on the apex, and unfortunately with these not having any clutches, as soon as you come to a stop, that's it, you're out. It's actually, you've got to push start it to get going again. Slow procedure coming out. I can imagine there'd been quite a few people there where they were hoping there'd been a stoppage to get a restart there, but that's not the case. If there no injuries there, the track cleared quite quickly actually by the track staff, and decision to keep the slow board out in the race going is an unfortunate one then for a lot of drivers. 36 starting the race, and it's now down to 22 after only one lap of racing. That is a big shame for them, and despite the fact that we're under slow procedure, I'm seeing purple sectors for Jaguar Totojo, who's currently in 22nd place, who I think is trying to close in to the drivers up ahead. But that's definitely a shaky start to the first senior qualifying heat there, Andrew. I can't believe that we've gone down to just 22 runners straight away in just this sort of stage under these slow procedures, because right now, you know, so many of those, Aston Sharp, brand new tyres on board. Gone. Gone.
And this for me is why actually on this weekend with how the track's been driving, I think using your fresh tyres and getting the almost boost out of them was better to do it yesterday. Bit too much riding on this superheat. There's other stories going on as well. Joe Turney, I think, got caught up in that now. Isn't out of the race, but is down to 15th. So that is a bit of a blow for Joe Turney. Yeah, Gustafsson, Scott Marsh there as well. That's going to be a busy. It's almost going to be a little bit of a mini drivers briefing room for Martin Bean with how many drivers are in that marshal post. But yes, Turney's down the order. Now, some drivers are going to get the flip side of this and actually benefit big time in terms of trying to break through. Bo Louette is going to be one of them. Bo Louette, who started on row 10, to the first of those rows outside of the top 36. He's up 10 places. Kolovos as well is up 19. Now, I think he's going to just simply be too far back in the intermediate classification to make it through. But you never know off the restart if Kolovos can keep going on, because they're all going to be bunched up together here as we go for another lap of slow procedure. What a drive it could be from the man from Greece. Could drive through. Similarly, Vegard Clementson up 11, Maria Neto up 11, Antonio Macedo up 14. So particularly for Neto and Vegard Clementson, they could still make it through potentially because the points are greater in these superheats, not just in terms of absolute number, but spread as well. And also want to keep an eye on Sebastian Mins. Mins obviously had a moment yesterday in the last round of heats. He could get a bit of a reprieve here. He's up 6 places to 14th. I think that is all of your ones who are outside the top 36 overnight. And of course, we've got a battle at the front of the field as well. Tom Aprilia still in a position right now, Anthony, that would give him pole position for the final.
Certainly would. Right, are we going for a restart here? It certainly looks like we are. Lights are out. We're green flag and racing. Once again, it's a good start for Pradier. He's caught the pack sleeping. Kamyab not able to attack in that early stage. Ramikas holds on to third place as Amelico Visto there holding off the attack from Oliver Kinmark, who stays in fourth place. Down the inside, Kamyab now attacks and gets the move down the inside at turn number 4. Steps up into the lead, and the young Briton, who has certainly had a very good weekend so far, is continuing that trend in the superheat.
This is good stuff from Roman Kamyab. This is also good news if you are Kenzo Craigie watching this race, because if Pradier falls down the order, that will open the opportunity to take pole position for the final later on today, and with it, some extra championship points, with which Craigie, as a championship contender, really, really needs. Change for fourth place. Kinmark has got through past Koivisto. Look at this scrap with Christian Costoya trying to fight through the order and up into the top 8. Danny Kelleher was involved in that as well. Here goes Ramikas down the inside. Ramikas for second place puts Pradier down to third. Here is the scrap once again in the lower reaches of the top 10 as one of the victory lanes has a go at Jacob Mikulev. Jacob Mikulev, who actually at the moment is going to go through. What a turnaround it's been for the driver from Malta. 2 retirements on Thursday, a race win, bit of a middling performance in the 4th round, and then a good one in the 5th round. He has wrestled his way back into the top 36, and he's not done yet, getting past more drivers out there.
Yeah, that victory lane, Sebastian Mins trying to push his way through the order on this one. Not working out for him, he's lost out on a few places there. Big send down the inside once again. This is the likes of Jacob Mikulev pushing his way through now, up inside the top 10 and past Daniel Kelleher. Next time going to be Kara Kowalczyk, but that is a little further up the road as the field now really starting to open out here. And now this is down the inside, Boris Lysen stepping through past Daniel Kelleher. And that's a big step up for Lysen right now. He is down still 2 places as Daniel Kelleher tries to force the move, and through goes, I think, is that Joe Turney? Yeah, Joe Turney capitalising massively on that one.
Well, Joe Turney might have his teammate to thank there for an easy 2-person overtake. Lysen's going to go down the inside again. This is on Bo Louet. Louet trying to race through into the top 36. Is one of those drivers outside the cutoff overnight, has benefited from the drama in the early stages of this race. And a big result here, good result here, coming back as off the road is Wolf into the pit exit. A bit of a thumbs up there from Noah Wolf. What a dramatic race he's having. Wolf will be fine, by the way, will still make it through as Lysen's on the attack again. Here comes one of the victory lanes, a CRG in there as well. It's nearly 4 wide off of turn 3. You can tell that this is the last chance for these drivers to break through into the final.
I say there's too much to call here right now. Clovis Nougarade right in the middle of that one on that CRG as Vengard Clemenson trying to defend from the likes of Boris Lyden. Alex Macedo still there as well. Silianos Kolovas, who may have dropped down the order after he gained 19, as they go 3 wide, surely not in towards turn number 7, and it's not worked out at all. Daniel Kelleher on the outside of that 3 wide, and there's more drama. Sideways, Boris Lyden tries to bring it back on. He's a little bit. That's Bo Louet who's gone off the track, and Bo Louet brings it back on right in front of the pack, but seemingly didn't get a corner there, but I don't think he meant to.
I'm not sure I'm watching a seniors race at the moment. This is feeling more like one of the younger categories right now, and we've still got 7 laps of this one to go. There's a nice move. That's the 241 of Kolovos down the inside, so he resumes this drive through the field that is now 21 positions gained. Wolf's back in play all of a sudden, despite having been spun round, taking an excursion, a bit of a rallycross joker lap into the pit lane. All sorts of stuff have happened for the young Briton in this one, but he knows if he can claw back some points here, he can still defend a slot on the grid, maybe in the first 5 or 6 rows. Meanwhile, Pradeer's come back. Pradeer's refound his pace, has got back up to 2nd place ahead of Ramakas. Ramakas is not happy about that. It's dropping him back into Kinmark and Koivisto right now. Is Ramakas going to go for the move? Of course, Timo Ramakas is going to go for the move. Great stuff from the Belgian, back up to 2nd place.
Yeah, indeed. Really good, strong drive here as they push through. But where is Kamyab? 1.7 seconds further up the road. The fight for 2nd has diminished their chances of fighting for P1 as now down the inside goes Kinmark. Kinmark gets through on Pradeer. Now Emilio Koivisto under pressure from Christian Kostoya, who we only saw at the sharp end in 1 race after he deployed fresh tyres. Right now, seemingly finding more pace in this superheat.
This could be a really important drive for Christian Kostoya. It's what we've been talking about all week since that poor qualifying. Damage limitation, build up the momentum, be ready to take championship points in the final. To do that, he's got to get himself as high up the grid as possible for that final, and he's doing that. Great move down the inside of Pradeer, up to 4th place. This could be a championship-defining superheat for Christian Kostoya. He's not going to win it today. It's going to go all the way to Kristianstad, but if he can have a big lead in the championship points, it's going to help his time in Sweden, but Pradeer's come back at him. Pradeer back up to 4th place. It's a tremendous scrap. Once again, another counter-attack. Kostoya goes for it. Here comes Marco Garst into play as well. The Danish home hero who's been rapid so far this week. Hasn't always had the best of luck. He's got an opportunity here in this superheat to get another top 5.
Yeah, he's got the toe now. Might look in towards turn number 1. No, thinks against it. Maybe even into turn number 3. He has got some right pace there. Looks to the inside, gets his nose down the inside and moves up into now 4th place. Now pushing his way through nicely. Pradeer is under pressure, and it's gassed up to, P5, I should say, as they pushing through nicely. This one here, though, still looking interesting. Gino Rocchio, Jacob Mikolev, Karol Kowalczyk, and Emilio Covisto, Joe Turney at the back of that one as well. He's just eliminated now, Emilio Covisto, and has stepped up into 10th place.
Turney needs a good few laps here. There's an opportunity to get all the way up to that 5th, 6th place region, which would be very, very useful in terms of championship. Pradier goes back down the inside of Gast, retakes 5th place. For Turney, trying to defend his title, of course. 4th in the championship points overnight. He put a few more points on his tally through the 5 rounds of qualifying heats, but he needs something here from this superheat as Gast once again goes back down the inside. Mikolev's going to look to the outside now. That will give Gino Rocchio an opportunity. Pradier steps back down the inside. How many changes of position have we seen between these two? And it's not done yet as Gast is now trying to defend for both Karol Kowalczyk. Here comes Joe Turney as well. Turney gets through past Rocchio. Kowalczyk, great move down the inside. This, and look at Joe Turney. He's picking them off. He's picking the moments to go for the overtakes. He's not sent one yet on any of these drivers. This is brilliant racing positioning by Joe Turney. He's having everybody else do the hard work for him. He's just got to clear Karol Kowalczyk now, and here comes Joe Turney down the inside. Oh, what flew off there? One of the carts back up to 6th place. That is, if you are a young driver and you want to watch how to tackle big pack racing, watch those few laps from Joe Turney. Still keep watching it because it'll come back here. Karol Kowalczyk back down to up to 6th place rather. This again is pure racing here at Rugby.
Gino Rocchio getting a little spat out there as Turney sends it through sideways though, and through getting the double. Jacob Mikolev there will gain the most out of that one as round is off the track and Turney's off, and so is Kowalczyk. She is not happy at Joe Turney as they came through. I'm not sure how that happened. But drama on the lap, and it is the final lap now, and that's going to mean a huge amount of places gained once again for a handful of drivers.
What drama we have seen in this first superheat of the day for the OK category. Roman Kamyab is surely going to win this race. Pole is not going to be decided for the final in the first superheat, but so many stories up and down the order throughout these 17 laps. Gino Rocchio still trying to hold on for 7th place ahead of Covisto, and Clovis Nougared, who could be going through as well. Roman Kamyab will have no idea of the chaos that's been going on behind him. Another very professional job from him and Ricky Flynn Motorsports. Kamyab wins Superheat A, takes the lead in the intermediate classification, so he's jumped Pradier as well, will be on the front row for the final, could still be on pole for the final as well. Thibaut Ramaker's through in 2nd place. Oliver Kinmark sticks it in the top 3. A brilliant drive for Koski Motorsport. Christian Kostoya is in the game. He will have a decent starting position to start scoring championship points in the final later on today. What a comeback from the Spaniard, from the championship leader, after that difficult start through timed qualifying. He's P4. Thomas Pradier at the moment holds 2nd place in the final intermediate classification with that 5th place. And then Chaos class. Mikolev wins it, P6. Rocchio 7th. Gast, Clementson and Mins all in the top 10. Clementson may well be through with that result to the top 36 because so many others had problems out there. Nougared, Covisto 11th, Nougared 12th, Lysen, Louette and Kelleher in the top 15.